evening, everybody. Hi, guys. Hi. All right, so it's Dr. Gloria Pope here from Black Girl Everything. So excited for my first panel, because I know there's going to be plenty more panels moving forward in life here. And we're live from Atlanta. Yes, Black Girl Everything's out in Atlanta. Very, very excited to be out here, especially with these women here in particular, because I know them all personally. Right, Jen, I've known since my whole, I actually knew me my whole life. And I know you since what, elementary school? Elementary school. And then Tomarion's been a blessing in my life for what, the last, 7 years now? Awesome. Yeah, definitely, because I've met her one day and fell in love with her. She's like dope, that dope. Definitely. All right, so we're going to start off briefly and go over what your business is about, who are you, and all that other stuff. Since Tomarion, since you're here first, I'm going to slide this mic towards you so I can make sure you get your sound in. And please tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
I am from Los Angeles, California. I've been in Atlanta for 2 years now, since 2018. 20 years? Yeah, so loving it. Such a big change, but I love it. And
yeah, awesome. So excited you came to the East Coast.
Yeah, I definitely consider this East Coast. It is cold out here. Yeah. I've spoiled my whole life. Yeah, LA, that's what I do miss, the weather, but other than that, I love meeting new people, and so it's been a blessing.
Okay, wonderful. So now we have the lovely Jennifer over here.
Hey.
And I'm going to point out, because Jennifer has on this hoodie here.
Noble Idea Tour.
Yes, she's representing Shane from Mount Vernon. Shane, shout out to you. Nice. But go ahead. Tell us a little about yourself, Jen.
My name is Jennifer. I'm the owner of Naturally Made with Love. I'm from Mount Vernon, New York. Been in Atlanta 11 years. I've been in business going on 6 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely dope. Good. All right, so I'm going to slide over to you. Grab the mic for me to make sure we hear you clearly.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Hello, family. My name is Inisa Ray. I'm originally from Mount Vernon, New York. By way of Atlanta, I went to New Orleans as well. So I'm kind of tri-city coastal with my business. I'm the brainchild of Anointed Hands Hair Studio, where I offer services as well as Ijwa 1111 products, which are holistic products for the whole well-being using essential oils.
Okay, very good. Which is all dope. So the reason why I chose these particular 3 Black women is because all their products are naturally based products, right? And as you guys know, my hair has been growing from hair products. My skin looks fabulous from hair products. You see how the skin is glowing? It's glowing. And then I don't get any scratches or bruises, and healing from your products. Awesome. The healing process is completely different with everything.
A healing salve.
Yeah.
Yes.
On natural first aid.
CBD?
No, everyone's been asking about CBD, but I'm keeping it very just 6 ingredients only. So it's, basically first aid all purpose. So
nice.
So now we're on you. Tell everybody else about it. Tell about your business.
Well, it started because I had a 2-year-old 2 years ago, and she would scrape up her knees all the time running and playing and all that. And so I just wanted to make sure, she healed properly. And we, strayed away from the Vaseline and Neosporin, all of that stuff that really didn't do anything for us. And so I created Plant Magic vegan salve, and it has been a hit so far. People love it. I have so many repeat customers, and you can use it on, anything, any ailments. We use it from our head to our toes because, like I said, it's all purpose, and so
your skin is gorgeous.
Thank you. And it is moist. It's like a moisturizer, and so we are straying away from Vaseline, and we completely Plant Magic in the house. So.
There's one in my car and all the rooms in my house.
Yeah, you got to keep it for the children, and you can also use it on your pets. Yeah, you can also use it, your cats and dogs, they may go outside and get scratches, and you can use it on your pets, and they heal up quickly. So, yeah.
It is quite fabulous.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. So, Jen, tell me tell everybody about your business.
Well, I make natural hair, beard, and skincare, specializing in dry skin. So, body butters, of course, beard balm, beard oil, facial toners, soaps, moisturizers, and coming next week will be some facial serums as well. So.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Ooh, I should have bought a bigger bag. I'm very excited about that. So go ahead, Inisa, what you got?
Well, very similar as to ladies before me, 100% plant-based. First signature product is a hair growth oil. which is getting phenomenal reviews and excellent repeat business. I'm excited about it. It also is followed up with a refresher spray, which is good for the scalp, and as well as a toner and a makeup remover. So it's really, really cool. I'm actually studying to be an essential oil coach right now. So I'm going to go deeper with some other non-medicinal healing oil blends. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm excited about that.
So anybody can answer this question for me for now. So what do you guys think about how or why you started your business? Like, what was the purpose of you doing it?
You know, I became a stay-at-home mom once I moved to Atlanta. I came from higher education. For 12 years, I was, you know, working. And so I had to do something to fulfill my time and something that I really love, which is, you know, do-it-yourself products. And so I literally was in the kitchen whipping up stuff. And I came up with Plant Magic, and it's amazing. So I think it was something that we needed in the house because one, you know, I get scratches and Sage, my daughter, gets all kinds of, you know, mosquito bites. So it just served every purpose that we needed.
Okay, how about you, Jen? The same question. Like, what inspired you, or what was the purpose of you actually starting your business?
I kind of fell into it. I started making products because my son has eczema. So around 1-2 years old, he would get severe eczema, especially on his neck. Would scratch it in the middle of the night, wake up with bleeding neck. Of course, the doctor prescribed steroid creams, and we really wanted to stay away from that. So just trying to find natural solutions to help maintain his skin and stay away from the steroid creams, which of course kind of led to sharing things with coworkers and friends, and then eventually people challenge you to say, hey, you need to sell this.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of just
chooses you.
do things on Etsy because it's free, and just kind of went from there. So I just kind of fell into it, and still going 6 years later.
Okay.
So.
Amen.
And you've been an entrepreneur my whole life.
Yeah. This is just a shift for me. So I've always been an entrepreneur, as Dr. Gloria says. It chose me. You can't choose what you're born into. So I've had some, you know, elders that it was just expected, basically. So now the shift with cosmetic chemistry, and did start with one of my children as well. My daughter, who is now 19, had maybe around 6, 7. She had severe breakage and dry scalp, and she caught a ringworm in her hair, which then had me to cut all her hair off. So that experience caused me to play around in the kitchen with things that we know are good for us culturally to help soothe the scalp, stop the itching. And so the first ingredients it didn't smell good, it was very messy, but it worked. So the only person I could use it on was my children, the guinea pigs, right? So then once my shop opened, I finally got a brick and mortar. Maybe 10 years after servicing doing hair, I finally opened my own brick and mortar in New Orleans. Was my first very successful. I had one here in Atlanta first, but it didn't kind of pop the way New Orleans popped. And I was able to offer this product with the time of service. But it still was messy. It still stunk. So I couldn't sell it, you know? And COVID happened, right? And I had more time to study and more time to revamp. And I'm over 40 now. And so after 20 some years of servicing and being behind the chair and network marketing, and I'm really just a whole around professional creative, because I'll pick up things, sell it just to fill in the blanks, and you know, so I write, and so I do all these things to pass time. And I said, you know, with this COVID, I have to come out better. So that was really the thrust to saying this formula has to be converted. So I began to study every ingredient that I had in the original mix and swap it out with a plant-based herb. And then once I found the herb, I then converted it to the oil. So I created all the ingredients from the original. Some of it wasn't all plant-based, the original. I used mayonnaise and things just right out of our kitchen. So people would say, oh, I want to use it, but I'm allergic to egg. Oh, I'm vegan. I can't use it. So I realized a third of my market was cut off.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I got discouraged, and again, when COVID happened, I was like, this thing got to get in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how the shift happened
Yeah.
into cosmetic chemistry, and it's been a success so far.
Yeah, so do you guys find that COVID has inspired you to do more? I know even for myself, when I decided, I actually called you on the phone.
Right.
She was the first phone call I made when I wanted to start this LLC back in January. I was like, yo, I want to expose everybody. I'm going to do an expo. Screw it, I'm going to do it. And I called her back 24 hours. I was like, I booked the Dole Center. I'm ready. I'm going. I'm doing it. And everything blew up real quickly. Then COVID happened and said, Global, sit down. And I was like, but I still want to do this. So then I became on this other platform, and it's just been evolving ever since. But I also find that COVID has allowed me to open up my mind to see different things because I slowed down so much. So now I'm able to move forward. Were you guys still finding that same transition of energy during this pandemic?
So COVID actually deterred me from having more sales because I was doing a lot more pop-up shops.
Gotcha.
And that's what I love to do. I love to talk to people, and people are like, "Oh, does it smell good?" You know, they always think natural products smell horrible, and they are surprised once they smell a product because I do have essential oils in there. And so that's what I do miss pre-COVID, just talking to people, getting it out there, being face to face. They love that. They love
that's the best way.
Yeah. So, but it has helped me slow down and figure out, you know, what I want to do next. I only have one product, which is Plant Magic, and so I'm trying to expand on that, and so just doing a lot of research
to see where you're going
in the time, see where I want to go next.
So it has motivated you in a sense.
Yes, definitely motivated.
It's going to bring out better. It's going to make you produce more.
Right. How about you, Jen?
I would say that COVID has kind of increased things for me, especially with the whole kind of support Black business movement. Things kind of spiked for me. I would say probably early summer, and then generally in the summer things slow down because nobody wants body butters, they melt and things like that. And so the summer always gives me time to kind of regroup and revamp and things like that. And gives you more creative time, which hence the more of the skincare products, more of the serums and things like that. But I would say COVID definitely increased sales for me.
Okay, that's good.
That's true.
Yeah, for me too. In June, I was like, whoa, because people were like referring. They were shopping. They were referring to Black Lives Matter. Like, let's support these Black businesses. And so I did see a spike, and then the summer kind of. And my product is, you know, sensitive to the heat. So, but it didn't stop sales, but it just slowed down a little bit. But now that the winter's fall is here, they put
I use it to moisturize my face this morning. Exactly.
So the salve, if you don't mind me asking, as well as it healing, does it speed up the healing like a Neosporin?
It is a rapid wound healer. It heals.
Because I have these pops that I created and these scars, and I've been using CMOS because CMOS is one of my products. CMOS is great. So each by 1111 has 2 CMOS flavors right now that are popping. So, but I use the CMOS mask, and it's slowly fading it. But I want to try it.
You should definitely try it. I have some here, and it definitely helps to speed up the process. Even though people say, you know, natural things, it takes time, but the ingredients I use, it helps. I don't. But people that's outside of,
I believe.
Yeah, I think it is
don't
too.
Study the earth. Because everything that you said you experienced growth. Everything is an essential oil that I use with 3 pertinent carrier oils. So,
and I think the consistency of using the products and not just one time.
Being consistent with it is definitely key.
I tell the people all the time, including my wife upstairs. I've been telling her, you need to use the toner, you need to use the scrub. You have to use it every single day. And I finally gotten her
chemicals
to do it for like 10 or 12 days, and now she's starting to see the difference. I think I told you for like 4 months. I've been playing around.
We're so used to conventional stuff.
So what happens? What I'm learning as I'm studying my essential oil diploma, the cells have to be cleaned out and reprogrammed before they can react to essential oils.
That is true.
So why it seems to take a little longer is because our body is so clogged up with everything. Like even our deodorants, we know the ingredients are horrible, right? So if you wanted to convert to natural deodorant, your cells is going to have to be reprogrammed. Right. So that's anything natural.
And then you have to stop using it. That's the other thing I tell my customers as well. You can't flip flop. You gotta reprogram the body to be able to adapt to natural healing.
That's true.
I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm not switching back. It is what it is.
Don't switch back.
No. It just doesn't. It's not. My body is not going to perform.
It's not going to.
And I realize it and I see it and I'm just like, no, I just gotta stick with this. It's been working. I'm seeing the progress and it just works out.
Right.
Y'all better trust the process. Right. I'm telling y'all it works.
If you want to convert your house, I suggest one product at a time.
Yes.
So if it's the toothpaste, convert all the children's toothpaste, your toothpaste, then do the deodorant maybe the next week. Like you can't do it all at once.
Right.
If you can do one product at a time, you'll be winning.
Yeah.
You'll be winning.
Yep.
I'm with y'all with that one.
Okay.
All right. So now, as beautiful Black women, right? For a long time we've been hidden because of our strength.
Yeah.
Hands down, people hide us because they're scared of us, right? So now with the Black Lives Matter movement and women in general and the empowerment that we're seeing over the board, even between what I'm doing and what other people are doing, the more research I'm finding, there's more people like me who just want you guys to shine. Yeah. So are you finding now that you feel stronger within the strength of your business? Do you feel more empowered, or how's that working for you as a Black woman in business?
I definitely feel more empowered. I mean, coming from working for someone for so long, since, college, it's empowering to have your own stuff. And if I get one sale a day, I am elated. My child is like, is that Plant Magic order? Yes, it is. So it makes me happy and is motivating to just keep going. Yeah. So I love it.
I agree. It's definitely empowering. I think I've made so many different partnerships within the past few months, even with supplying soap. I don't make bar soap. I work with other small Black businesses and they make the bar soap for me. So just meeting other people, other Black women.
And that's smart.
They make the soap.
And that's really smart.
Same, essential oils especially.
Yes, really absolutely. So it's definitely been empowering. There's been a lot of collaboration, unity.
A lot of unity I'm noticing. I agree.
Yeah, I'm seeing that more and more too, when people are realizing that we all can make it.
We have.
Absolutely.
We all can make it. We just have to hold hands and let's all get across the finish line.
Right. It's enough room for everyone.
There is. Yeah. There is. Even with people who have similar things that you're doing, they might do it a little bit different. Right. They might specialize in just using cucumber. You like mango. Right. But it's all the same thing, but we all have to support each other to move forward.
Exactly. And we can all use different products. We don't have to stick with one product. Like we can, I have some of Jen's products. We can use that, on our hair, and I use Plant Magic on my hair as almost like a moisturizer. But you can use different products. You don't have to stick to just one thing. How many conventional products we have in medicine cabinets? Are you kidding me?
How many different shampoos did we go to the store and buy? Different body washes you go and buy?
Exactly.
And now it's like, oh no, I can't support everybody. Right. Give everybody some shine. Share. Talk about it all the time, because we all can grow from the experience, just in general, right? So you all are moms. Right? Yes. Including myself. Yes. Yeah, I have a couple of those kids. Definitely. But how is it being a mother? Do you think that's inspiring you in some ways, or how hard is it, honestly, to be a mom and still, some of us are still working full-time gigs and then still working on your business on top of that?
We were just talking about that. You have to be intentional with your time.
You have to be intentional with your time.
Yes. Scheduling is important. You're going to drop the ball sometimes. Writing it down. Writing it down. Prioritizing.
I think it inspires the children. Like, my children are all ages. I have from 24 to 8 years old. And every last one of them, I have 6 in total. And every last one of them talk about their business. Their business they're going to do. So I have one that's a successful artist. He writes and produces. He's just an all-around creative professional. I have a daughter who's super talented in the beauty industry. But all of them, let me say this. Being the example of entrepreneur in the household for so long, the job is the afterthought for my children. So the 8-year-old right now works on edits all day long, and he wants to be a YouTube editor. So he edited me a business. He makes these montages. He's like, I'm going to be the best editor there is. So I have him in a coding school to kind of like feed that right now, you know? So I feel like we as a community should shift the narrative in our household where the business is first developed, and let them know education is just going to enhance your business, right? So, and I can speak from that experience. I have a slew of loans and not one area of specialty that I utilize. I mean, no, let me not say that. Because all the experience and all the knowledge work, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
But I realized the way my mother was saying, go to school, go medical, or go military, get a good job, and figure it out in 40 years. Like, don't think outside of that box for the next 40 years. Yeah. And you're a mother now.
Right.
So this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
So I just think that way of thinking is not good for the next set of children coming up.
Right.
They need to see us as moms managing the household. They need to be filling the bottles, filling out the labels, and become part of it. Because then it's just gonna make them better.
Yeah, that's what my child. She's like, your job is to take care of me and to run Plant Magic.
That's
I said, okay, well, I like that.
She's
You know. Yeah, she helps me, you know, package up, you know, boxes and all of that. So I just wanted her involved just to see it, you know.
And they have a pride.
Yes.
And they see it, especially if it starts at the table.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody's not able to just get off of something.
Oh, no.
So if it starts at the table, because right now I have my whole kitchen table.
Yeah.
The whole kitchen table. Yeah. Like, Mom, this is our kitchen. The whole house.
Right.
The whole kitchen.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think, but it gives them a sense of pride because I hear them on the phone and they're like, "Oh yeah, my mom's got another order." Oh yeah, my mom went to the post office. She's got an order.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
So you can hear the whispers. So
Yeah.
we have to keep going.
Yes. For them.
Yeah, for them.
Exactly. She's the future. They're the future.
They are the future.
Yeah.
So where do you guys see yourself in your future?
Oh, that's a good question.
So if you can have anything or be anywhere in 5 years with your business or in this world, in this universe, what would you want to be doing?
I definitely want to stay in the personal care market.
Okay.
I have so many ideas. Just have to, you know, get them off the ground. Like I said, I want to stay in like the first aid care market because there's a lot of big names that are, you know, just there and they've been there for decades. Decades. Yeah, all those, you know. They're not paying us. So, so yeah, I definitely want to take over that market and I just want to see where it goes. I'm kind of a laid back person, but I realize in business you can't be too laid back.
Oh no.
You have to, you know, keep it going and, you know, not let the mother role take over your life or, you know, anything. Just, you know, try to have balance. Yeah, trying to have balance in the future. Yeah.
All right. Balance.
Word of the day. Balance.
Yes.
All right. So what about you? Where you want to go with this?
I'd like to stay in personal care as well, and get more into skincare, and maybe study aesthetics. I'm taking some formulation classes right now, so I've been focusing more on learning how to properly formulate, and the timing of adding ingredients and things like that. Hence the new products, and things like that. I kind of like being online, although I want a space, not necessarily a storefront, but it's nice to have somewhere where people can pick their products, and then have a space separate from my home, so my home doesn't look like a warehouse, to make products, and maybe get an aesthetics license, maybe.
That's right.
So,
No, it would only enhance what you're doing.
So.
It would only enhance it.
Okay.
5 years.
Where are you going?
I know. 5 years, you know, that's kind of far for me to look. That's kind of far for me. I'm really spontaneous with things, so I kind of move with spirit as spirit takes me. Like I was shifting someplace else, and then this happened. We don't have enough time to go into the story. How this shift chose me. But in 5 years, I do want to be more well-rounded with whole body healing using essential oils, and applying some other modalities like reflexology is an easy certificate to get, and I've in the past gone to massage therapy school, so I kind of know the body. I've always been fascinated with how the body works, and I've always been fascinated with natural healing, and I don't immunize the children, so I've always combated little things on my own. So I really want to go more into the healing aspect. Hair I love. Like I love the beauty industry. I've been doing hair. I can do it with my eyes closed. So I probably have a slew of beauty products already in me without taking another course, right?
Yeah.
But to really heal someone, like if you call me and say, God forbid, I'm suffering a cancer, I should have an oil that you can constantly rub. I want to be able to let you identify the frequency that your body's operating on as to what frequency oil you need to use to actually affect the healing. So I really just want to go deeper into the healing, full body. I don't even want to say hair. I don't want to put myself in that box. Yeah. Who knows? And then I want to be on the beaches of the world writing my book. Hold on. Hence, look, free publication. Look. This is the cover of the book.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
It's on its way. And it says shit, but it's really an acronym for so much happens in time that I can't make up.
I love it.
I love that.
These stories and poems have come from real life. Some of them motivate you, make you cry. I wrote one. I want to close. It's pertaining to the children and managing your business. I have one for this. But yeah, so I want to be on the beaches of the world writing books.
I love that.
Like from food stamps to freedom. You know, like what it takes to, what mindset does it really take to be successful? Like there are little girls that need to read it in detail. So one book that has everything might be too much. So how about we just write these little short snippets of books that will encourage the next entrepreneur. You may know you want your freedom, but don't know what you want to be. Right. What you want to do.
What does that look like?
Right. So it starts with a mindset first, because you need a mindset to be a successful entrepreneur, because this is not for the weak. This is not for the weak or the tired.
Right.
Not at all.
So I do want to leave some words behind.
Okay. Well, we will close with your words from behind, but I'm not done talking.
I know we're not going to close yet. But you asked me where I wanted to be in 5 years.
That was very smart. So I want to go back to the whole healing aspect and what you were talking about, because I remember one that you came up and you saw me in New York in my office. Right. One of the things Mike, you was like, you just want this healing house. And it's just been sitting there. It's sitting there.
Yes.
It's sitting there. It's sitting there. And I talked to Vanessa Moore, who's over there hiding on the side. You know, she's always with me.
Stay high.
And you know, we're talking about she wants to open a school and all these different things, and just to be able to rebuild our community and talking about the kids.
Healing house.
Because with all those things put together, we can provide actual safe, real life environments for our children of color to really be able to flourish, because the environment is based on them. You know, because as an educator, I know hands down that most facilities are not based on our children or their needs.
And the curriculum.
No. I know my school is.
Yes, but you're over your school.
Yeah, my school is. That's
it.
Right. I mean, black kids getting what they need over there. You know? But the point is that we need to make sure we're working more to provide those opportunities for them, which is why I wanted to focus this panel on as mothers in business and how we're incorporating our children in that process. Because I think people need to incorporate their children in more of a process and stop just relying on these schools to provide a life for your kids, because they're not going to. That's not their job, actually. The job is actually yours. And if we're just actually using them as a vendor. Give them certain pieces, but I'm going to give them everything else. So it's just important as one of the viewers and people to understand the importance of that and see you guys grasp that concept and the realness of that, and see how it actually motivates your children to do more and actually be more. And that's really important to me, because one of my base things in my whole Dream Big movement is all about children and where they're going and what we're giving, we're providing back to them.
Well, I'm a homeschool teacher for my 4-year-old, so I think you hit it right on the head. So homeschooling is, you know, one of our goals as parents. Me and my wife, we are adamant about, you know, keeping her in homeschool. And people always say, you know, is she going in first grade? Is she going to this? She going to this school? I'm like, you know, no. It starts at home. Touching back what you were saying as a healing, I was a massage therapist in California too, and so I need to get my license out here, and so I can continue on with that and to show her you should be able to heal yourself. You can heal other people. Touch is amazing. Touches everything, and being in tune. And so, you know, meditation, we do meditation. We start our day off with, you know, affirmations. And so I think that is all important, because it all starts at home, and going to this world, crazy world, they have to have the tools leaving home. And you can't do that at school. Not at all.
The place is just not built for it.
At all. No, they have their own curriculum, and you know, I'm glad that I can create our own curriculum for her. And it's just, you know, people are fascinated by that. Oh, she's only 4 years old and she can add now, she can subtract and all of this. She can read now.
Because our black children are brilliant.
Exactly.
It's about environment.
Exactly.
The environment in these schools are not really
realistic.
That's a good word.
It's not.
I think learning is definitely something that's ongoing, like running water. It's like running water. So even if they're at the schoolhouse building if they're there 7 hours and they're getting 3.5, what I'm learning is that they're getting 3.5 hours of learning, because now that I'm homeschooling, my son's teacher logs off at 11:30 a.m. So I said, well, where is she going?
Right, what's happening after
What's
that?
going on? And my son's brilliant. So it's like, well, Mom, she put my worksheets in whatever they use, Dojo, and go do it. I'm like, really?
Right.
So I've incorporated in-home piano lessons. I've incorporated, meditation in the morning and affirmations. And so it's definitely has to be something that's done 24 hours out of the day. Like, so, and as a mom, while we're sleeping, we're probably preparing and planning what tomorrow looks like in our sleep. Yes. I don't know how we do it. Like, we get up with the download, like,
or in the
every
middle
morning.
Of the night.
Every morning.
Or in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that 4 o'clock rollover.
Right. So the mom,
like, why am I thinking so much?
Exactly. Like, it interrupts your sleep. So, as a mom, like she said earlier, in your words, time, intentional.
Yes, you have to be intentional with your time.
There you go. I didn't want to misquote her. That's very important to be a successful mom in business. And as a mom in business, you do. Like when that 4 o'clock bathroom call, generally you're going to stay up if you're running a business. Generally you might lay there for 30 more minutes, but then you're going to start your prayer, your stretching, your whatever it is, so that you can be ready at 7 for your baby to get up. Like you can't get up at 7 as a business mom trying to prepare them for the world and you for your business.
Right. Exactly. No, it doesn't work like that.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now, if you're going to a desk and you're like roboted and you know exactly what you have to say at 9, you might can sleep till 7.
Yeah.
But if you're preparing to give yourself to the world, because I look at us, now that I know you guys, like business-wise, we're servants, right? Even though we're bosses somewhat, we're still servants because we're here to serve, to heal, to educate. So before you can do it to the masses, you have to be able to do it to yourself. And if you have children, you have to be able to do it to your children. So if you haven't mastered that, don't try to come touch me.
Woo!
Sorry.
Word.
I mean,
because what can you give me?
What can you give me that I can't give myself?
I feel you.
You're right about that.
I feel you. What are you really offering?
That's the real intent behind the scenes with being a mom, to be able to stay fueled up. It's just a lot of preparations. Balance. That's the word.
Stay balanced. Yeah. So
you guys
important.
are dropping some jewels out here with the journaling.
That journaling.
Please, I journal all the time. I write in my book. I carry it around with me all the time. My actual book that I'm writing?
Your actual book?
I am on story number 8.
Okay.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. Very excited about it. It's coming along. I'm writing my book on IVF from the perspective of the partner.
Yes.
Because people don't talk about the partner who has to be there and go through the shots and the losses and all those things and those feelings and those emotions that come along with that. So that's what I feel I'm writing about. I'm in story number 8 right now.
Okay.
Nice. It's coming along. It's toting. It is toting.
Just keep at it, right?
Keep on writing.
That's what I said.
But I also realized for me too, I also got to, be more intentional with my time, and I'm learning to balance time out and say, okay, well, listen, give myself 45 minutes today to write a little bit.
Well, you're adding some things to your repertoire.
Yeah, I just keep expanding.
You're expanding.
My brain is going so fast right now. It's going so fast, and I'm just
embrace it,
taking it all down and put this in place, put that in place, put this in place, and put that in place. And I'm just truly blessed and excited about the movement that I'm making in less than a year.
We're excited.
Right. We're
I'm excited. I'm just watching it.
Did you see I was on time? I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I was on time.
I was expecting her to show me.
I was like, we got to get there. We got to get there and set up.
I'm excited about this movement.
So it's just a lot of things like that. So I'm just really happy to be evolving the way that I am. And I think that just my whole first 40 years of life have prepared me for the next 40. And that's where I'm at with it. And it's just about supporting people and taking care of people and then just growing on the process.
A servant.
I'm going to make a few dollars in it around. Still going to make money.
But
the more I help others, it's not even, I'm going to even keep it.
That's
That's
how it goes.
The exposure of it is going to
that's the key
blow
that
you up.
people miss.
They don't get that.
For the people in the back.
The more you give to others, the more I keep on helping other people, the more money I'm going to make, guaranteed.
I can say it one more time because a lot of people in business miss that.
They don't
understand that. You have to give to other people. Keep on giving. The more that I give and give and give and expose and show, I'm telling you, the more money I'm going to make.
I already know that to be true. I'm so glad that you grasped that.
Yeah, it is.
I grasped that, and I think that is the truth.
Yeah.
I know that is the truth.
It comes back triple, quadruple fold.
That's right.
In so many ways, more than money too.
It's
So many ways.
Exactly. So many different things from that. Just this give yourself to others.
Yeah.
You're going to get it back. Exactly. You're definitely going to get it back. So I think it's been great. So tell me something that you want to leave the world with. Or actually, I'm sorry, how to find you first.
Okay. Well, I'm on Instagram at Plant Magic 101, and I sell through Etsy. So it is my brand is Love, Peace, and Healing. So it's www.lovepeaceandhealing.etsy.com.
Okay, perfect. So leave us with some jewels. What would you like to say?
Let's get back to nature. Let's just get back to nature because we want to stay healthy for our families. We want to stay healthy for our babies, for our partners, and whoever that's in our lives because, chemical filled anything is just a disaster. Yeah. And so I just want people to know that nature heals. Mother Nature loves us and it gives to us. So we should, we can take, but we should also give and show others that, this is what it's about, nature.
Wonderful. Jennifer.
Yes. Okay, my website is www.naturallymadewithlove.org. I'm on Instagram at naturallymadewithlove, Facebook at naturallymadewithlove1, the number 1.
Wonderful. So leave us with something.
My big thing right now is group economics. We're moving into the holiday season. Supporting Black businesses is very important. Group economics equals freedom. That's been my slogan the past few months. So that's the one thing that I'd like to leave everyone with today. Support Black business.
Love it.
Hi, I can be found at Instagram, anointedhands.1, ANOINTEDHANDZ, the period and the number 1. My personal Facebook page is Inisa Ray, as well as the Anointed Hands Hair Studio page on Facebook. Website under construction. Right now, my sales, the business birthed faster than I could keep up with modern day technology. So right now, I just invoice through PayPal as well as, direct sales, person to person. So, but you can reach out to me on any of those medias if you would like to try the hair growth oil. And on the Anointed Hands page, soon to birth a testimonial page for the Ijwa. There are current pictures and testimonies on the anointedhands.1 page. And what I would like to leave is just that anything that you're creating, because everybody has a gift, and if you look deep enough and quiet the noise and eliminate the chemicals, you really can hear from nature your gift if you don't know. And I just say stick, stay, and get your pay. That's the best one-liner I can leave you with. Just stick with it, stay at it, and eventually it will pay off. And find your passion, because then it never feels like work. It never feels like work if it's your passion.
Definitely.
So, if you're a server, serve on whatever level you are. Because as Dr. Gloria said, the more you give, the more bigger your bag. Absolutely. At the end. So, that's it.
Telling you. Definitely matters. Yeah, but I want to touch a little more on that whole group economics. You guys will know.
Absolutely, it's important.
Listen, I'm all about it. That's why I support their products. I do my little videos on YouTube early in the morning with my hair wet and my skin glowing. Because I care about them. That's why I'm also doing my pop-up on the 27th, because we buy black on a Friday.
Yes.
All right, and for all people who can't come, it's in Mount Vernon, and I got real COVID restrictions down. I got like this whole enter-exit mask and sanitation and all this stuff going on out there. But I am live streaming at 3 o'clock to do virtual sales for every single vendor.
Wow, that's amazing. That is great.
Awesome.
So live streaming it at 3 o'clock. If you're somewhere else, they will be providing all their information. I'm going to go through all their products, show all their products, do all many interviews with all the different products of the 22 vendors I have present on the property.
That's amazing.
22.
That's huge.
That is
22.
That's huge.
Yes, because it's buy black on a Friday. I refuse to spend my money somewhere else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's how I felt somebody's wife particularly intentionally did it on that day.
Right.
Because this is where our money should be spent, supporting our people.
Absolutely.
And the bigger we grow, we can employ more people. We can employ people. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I want to have people to not work for me, work with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is a dream of mine.
Oh, definitely. So, Inisa, so you wanted to share a poem with us.
Oh, yes. I wrote something because we are moms, and my book is a collaboration of poetry, as I said, that speaks to a few experiences. I wrote something about the children. I don't have it pulled up because I wasn't sure if we're going to have time, so give me 1 second here.
We got all the time in the world for you.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
Very excited about it.
Okay, so the title of this poem is I Want You to Win, But I Can't Lose. Little background. I have a daughter who's always in my pockets. So I want you to win, but I can't lose. See, when I gave you life, it was something that I had to choose. And you see, I want you to win, but I can't lose. I sacrificed 9 months to bring you here so you could win, but I can't lose. You have to be great without eating so much off my plate. I want you to win, but I can't lose. Learn from me. I will leave you clues and drop jewels. See, I'll always want you to win, but I can't lose. Wisdom is what I speak, but you cannot walk in my shoes. Just keep growing and glowing, and ultimately you will exude. I want you to win, but I can't lose. You think I want more from you than I do. All I want to see from you is a winning attitude, because you should believe that your thoughts and attitudes and words will ultimately create your reality. Just remember, time is something you can't get back, and being a winner is something that takes a good skill of being a good steward over that, your time. Once it's gone, you can't rewind. It will all just be something behind. When you apply wisdom, is learning lessons from that came before you. The stories that the ancestors left you, I'm telling you, will become more precious than gold to you. I'm only trying to give you a jump start by sharing what I was told. I don't always want to have to scold. I just want you to know this world is so cold. If you go down the road that is without wisdom, you may have pain and lose instead of being great. Don't do this to yourself. You may grow up with regret and hate. Do not ever think this is coming from a place of hate. I loved you straight out of my gate. And always remember, I want you to win, but I can't lose.
Yes!
A woman of many talents.
Yes.
When is that book dropping?
It's coming.
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
The goal was originally for May.
Okay.
I had some health concerns that thrusted me further into my healing journey as well, and creating. So I pushed it to the end of the year. So y'all pray that I can focus and birth all of these stories. I'll have a few more to write, and most of it is the technical stuff behind, just to get it up and out.
Right.
But yeah, the poems are true. My daughter, the children, period. All the children. I'm not going to just categorize my daughter. All the children at some point, when you become when your business just thrives, and you're past ground roots, they have this entitlement spirit. Like, me getting it out the mud was much better for my character building, I think. Right. My mama telling me no was good for me. My father running the streets and then me having a little rough little window, and that was good for character. My children think, and your children think, and your children think, and your children think, because mommy did it.
Right.
Yeah, you know that 12 that came out? But baby, I still got a 10. But that 12 that came out? Yes. You know, so that's where that story particularly birthed from. Just her constantly in my pocket. So I just wanted to share that as a mother in business.
They're such beaches.
And I tell the time, I said, you know, I really want you to win. But damn it, you're not going to suck the life out of me till I lose. That's what,
right.
I love it.
I love it.
So you have to put your foot down and balance.
Definitely.
And balance. And balance.
That's where I came from, too. Mom always put her foot down.
All right, so thank you all for tuning in. It's Black Girl Everything.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yay!